Let's see what we got. Oh, 7:30 this morning is what we just had, or 8:30. We also have new home sales 9 o'clock this morning. Manufacturing PMI numbers this morning. So what time is that? 8:45. So it'd be what, 9:45 this morning. I feel like we pretty much go straight back up here. What do we got? 80 before we run into some resistance. I feel like we touched the 80s here. All right, comes that. I'm gonna go to break even because I know I'm pretty close to my bounce area there at that 80. I was trying to get it right at the 70 because I know I only got a 10-point range before it possible bounce. Let me get my chats over, guys. All right, there we go. Nice little long there. What's up, man? Sorry about that. Like I said, I forgot to bring my chat over. I figured we. Ooh. Mm, ah. Oh well. Got that little 10 points there. I was stuck and maybe like, man, do we just keep running? We got this big old gap fill in. All right. That was kind of like a little one and done trade. I don't know. Does this make like a bullish candle here where we get this all wick with a small body and we continue breaking out to the upside? I thought we would try a little elusive a trade here. Let's see if we break back above this 80 level. Don't usually trade pre-market, but I feel like we got a long ways back up to the top side. That was the first 90 push, so that's kind of like a 90 hit back. Then, especially if I'd like to see this push down and can't break this low, then try to push back up. That would be a nice indicator of a long. See? See if that candle breaks there. It hit the bottom of it, so it made equal lows. So couldn't push down there. What's up, Delight? How are you doing today? I feel like we're going to have a decent move back to the upside here. I think we'll clear in this big old 5-minute gap. I'm just not sure what kind of volume we're going to have right here before the 8 o'clock hour. It's going to be short-term goals, looking for 10 points and a runner. So if anything, maybe a push up to the 98 here would be your next level up. Most of the time, we don't usually take trades during this time because it's 20 minutes before the market opens. We had that big news on the way down, so I didn't know if we would retrace it before the market opens. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. It's kind of a hit and miss. I like that we're having a fairly small 15-minute range here, and we still got about 10 minutes left on this range. I mean, we already kind of ran the previous hour, we already ran our 4-hour candle. Let's see. That was another 4-hour low that we just ran here. We hit off the top of these 4-hour candles. So kind of like the push back up here. Unless we just kind of blast through this previous day low here at the 48. And right now we're just kind of pulled back 40% of this leg. So that's very, very, very likely that we could get the pop here back below this previous day low. We need us an easy opening, man. It's been a tough week with the opening trade. Make sure my ATM strategy is correct. Let's see. What would that be? 40, 40, 60. Trying to make sure I get all my settings correct. So that would be 40 plus be 40. All right, we got our ATM strategy set up. We also have news this morning in about 30 minutes, so be careful, be mindful if you're taking a trade around that 9:45 area. All right, here's that kind of line in the sand. This is a kind of like area that I was hoping that we would blast at opening. So hope it's not one of those deals where we just go straight down and don't have no kind of pullback and make the entries a little tough. Let's see. What are you guys trading this morning? Is anybody in the lobby trading this morning, or is everybody watching, or anybody in an entry, or what are you guys looking for? Thank you guys for the likes and follows. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for the weekend. We've been doing a lot of streaming this week. All right. 15 more minutes. Find some music to listen to, and I like the push down here, but I just wish it would have done it at opening. Since that 80 held. So that's why we were targeting that 80. If that 80 held, that was kind of like the 50 EMA here. It's definitely making our 15-minute candle a lot bigger. So what is that? 37 to, so yeah. So that kind of puts you at a 25-point stop loss. What's up, Jessica? How are you doing? All right, here comes the close of the 15-minute candle. This is usually what we take our entries off. 700 is the 61.8 for the last few days. What is a let me see what we got to the left that we can run to maybe look for a bounce here. A lot of time we like to run some lows that we haven't ran from earlier this week. You figure next week we're going to have some big movement in the market. Next week's NVIDIA numbers, I want to say next Wednesday or Thursday's NVIDIA numbers next week. So 710 area, there's a lot of resistance down there at that 700s. So let's see. For some reason, if we break through the 700s, you got what, a 608 that hasn't been contested, and a low from Tuesday all the way down at the 500s. Then there's a lot of resistance sitting at the 580s. If we do sell below the 600s, it looks like we bounced a lot, quite a bit in that area. Let me spread out the chart so it's a little easier to see. So just got through 716. We are building up a nice little 5-minute liquidity line here. Nice little so right now we just broke below the New York. For some reason, a lot of times, if you start breaking away from these previous day lows and stuff, it could just be straight down to opening here. But you'll want to see some kind of like, maybe what we can do at the opening is we trade back 50% into our 15-minute candle, pull fib on this candle, and maybe if you get a 50 to 60% pullback, then look for a short to the downside, kind of like trying like a a little breakout here. So it's like how you got your little three bull flags here. This is a trend line break. I like trading off these. These are my favorite. The 3 5-minute candle salute, where you get the 3 little 5-minute candles, then the little trend line break. That's usually a nice little, plus it's happening around a whole number. Kind of once it breaks back below like 75, then you can target the 50, then the 25s. So we're already out of the 15-minute range. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull fib on this leg here. We still got about 10 minutes. We want to see a pullback back up to the 50, then maybe possibly drop back down. And that would almost be, actually, that's even a better area. That 50% all the way back up at the 50 around that previous day low. So that may be like a nice little candle. I would like to see it. We got what? Two more 5-minute candles left, where you have these 2 next 5-minute candles where it just kind of makes a little bear flag here up into the previous day low, hit the 50%, or if anything, maybe wick up there to the 50% of the 15-minute candle at the 60%, and then look for a possible drop. So that's how we're going to approach this 15-minute candle this morning. But we also, you think we get back to the 800s? Yeah, so if we start blasting back above, like, so let's just say if we don't hold those levels, those 50% levels or 60% levels on that 15 minutes, then what we can do is wait for the next 5-minute candle to print, then wait for that little wick, then get long. So we got multiple ways we can play this 5 minutes, guys. It's never the same. It's always different every day. But that's the first setup we're going to look for, though. And so what we'll do is we'll mark out the 50 and the 60%. All right. So this is the box that we're looking for the pop back into our 15 minutes here. So what's up, Vodka? How are you doing? Just woke up. Good morning. Trying to conquer this opening day trade. It's a task. It's a different task every day, man. Different task. Now, the only thing that we don't want to see is just a complete dump. If it does that, we're just watching. So, but we do got the top of this data wick all the way back at 860. Oh, goodness. Ugh. Ooh, it feels like we had a long 10 minutes left. Like I said, I want to see two small green candles here. I want to see a green candle, support, dip. Give us the beautiful bear flag this morning. We haven't had a decent open, I swear, since last Wednesday. Ever since last Wednesday, the market has been insane. Ever since non-farm payroll, the openings have been crappy. A lot of wicking. Lots. It's been just a wick fest in the opening. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's just been hard, man. If you're not patient enough, then just wait for all them dirty wicks. They've been eating people's lunch. So I want to see this type of setup here. We won't get 3 candles, but we might be able to get 2. So, oh, goodness. Yeah. Oh, sorry. So right now we're kind of bouncing off that hourly candle here. And we still got this big old 5-minute gap up here. So there's definitely a reason for the market to go back up to the 800 to fill in this gap at 820. I think we would run into resistance here at the 820s. You got like a nice little order block sitting there. We ended up taking a gold trade at their stream last night, making an extra little $50 last night, and kind of got us up $80 because we were down to like 30. Yeah, we were down to 38. We were up about 90 last night. Then we took a 10 point loss. Then we took a gold trade. Then I took a little 10-point winner on Elusive this morning, but we didn't get anything on the runner. And that's where that came from. What is this? This is a brand new 5-minute candle. I really like that thing to hit the 50s and 60s. That way we can look into the shorts possibly this morning. Oh, you're already at 1K? What'd you do? Go in quite a few what 3 or 4 minis there? Mate. That is insane. 15 micros. Okay, so that's not too bad. A mini and a half. And if we don't like the way it looks, just won't take it. The 85, I can see that too. There's a lot of candles there at the 85 on that one, fish. Like I said, if this thing just goes in straight down, we won't be able to take an entry. We got to get a pullback into these between these two levels. $740. Okay, nice. All right, turn off the music. Focus on this real quick. All right, last 2 minutes. We're kind of closing outside of this our 15-minute candle. So, and we almost got the. So maybe we'll get that pushed down if we start going through the 15-minute candle. Like I said, this thing is different every day, guys. This thing could just blast here. Oh, you're looking for all the way down, Ray? I was looking for the push back up into here first. So didn't really get what we were hoping for. At least not at the opening. Didn't really get that look we wanted. So what we're going to do is just probably wait for this next 5-minute candle and see what happens. There's the 50, 60%. I mean, right now the 50% of the 15-minute candle is holding. Getting back above the previous day low here at the 50. All right, see if we get some kind of pullback to the 50 here. There's a resistance at the 80s. Still got 3 minutes left on this candle. Here comes the pop of the 15-minute candle to the upside, but see, we got a lot of resistance there. Whole number. Short, short, short. No, we got to wait for some kind of pullback here. I can't jump into a candle that's going straight up here. We got to wait for the new 5-minute candle. Like, this is where I kind of like to see it pull back to the 75. Got 30 seconds left. Sorry, it was so hard to really call that out. It happened so fast. Nice. Woo! See what I mean about you got to pull fibs on those 5-minute candles to make sure your 20 to 40% holds. Whew. Nice, nice. Wait, be patient and wait on the setup. Nice. If you start seeing me pull my fib, guys, that means I'm looking for an entry. If you're new here. So whenever I get these big boner, like 5-minute candles, we'll yank out the old fib, and we're just making sure our 20 to 40% is holding on the candle. A lot of times we want to see that little wick right there where it wicks back into it, then pop. Whew, I feel like I'm done today, fish lips. No more trades. It's like I can just chill and watch the stock market the rest of the day, fish lips, on this one. Ah. We hit that 53,600 on that trade there, fish lips. So the hitting the desk wasn't because we had a winning trade. That was a yay. We hit $1,000 on the Bulanox account there. So that's what that was for. So, all right. Whew. We're at 36.40. Or, yeah. I know, man. That's been a struggle with Bewley. Dude, how many times I've been close to that and mess up my accounts, Methodical Man? Multiple times. Close out some of these pages real quick. Yeah, news is coming in 10 minutes, guys. I'm going to wait probably till after news. We were just focused on this one trade today. That was really my only goal, was to make about $100 to $120 today. So we broke that threshold with Bulanox. We're up $3,600. So on 50Ks, once you get to 3,600, you can request a $1,000 payout with them, because they require like a minimum $1,000 to request payments. All right, we can take off this. Fish lips, if news wasn't happening, dude, what if we talked about that midnight opening candle? 960, man. We're going to 960. 960 all the way. Midnight candle. Every day this week, we have hit that midnight candle. I have yet to see us not hit that midnight candle, the midnight opening. So I believe that we're going to 950 here. And I may even look for a short off of that too. Remember, all week long I've been talking about that, man? It's like I just started following that this week. And every day we have made our way back to that opening. The midnight candle. So this could be like If we can't break those 50, 60s, we could hit this and then basically sell all the way back down to take out those lows from earlier this week. Unless news kind of blasts it or something. Thanks for the follow, Johnny. Be careful, guys. If you're in a trade, we do have 3-star news coming out in less than 4 minutes. So just be careful. Or at least protect your profits if you're still in a trade. I was thinking about, is that the new? No, oh no. Fish lips, here comes that 960, man. I swear. Next week, we are going to start taking trades and looking for that as a target next week. We just got to start doing it. See what kind of resistance we get at this yellow line here, this big yellow line. I've been putting it on my charts every day. Let's see if we blast it. Most of the time, we've been getting resistance all week. Oh, dude. Like, you just got to look for the wicks where they're at in that level. I can't see it on these charts. I have it on my TradingView charts. Or did we already bust it? Maybe it was 900. Okay. I wasn't watching. Did we get some kind of resistance at 900? Or was that my yesterday's target? Maybe that was my yesterday one. If there wasn't so much news coming out here, we would definitely probably look for a resistance on top of that 900 for long. We're not going to be going too crazy today, guys. It's going to be more of a chill day. We really over traded the one trade yesterday, and I feel like sometimes that looks bad whenever I do that on stream. Sometimes I've been debating to even do my eval trading on stream because I trade those so aggressively sometimes. All right, so that would have been my yesterday's, I guess, midnight opening or something. That wasn't the midnight opening. So right now it's got the midnight opening sitting at the 900. So so this is kind of what we were talking about. It seems like the market's always like a magnet for that midnight opening. So this was the midnight opening from Wednesday. Had the big sell-off overnight. Look, retracement to next day. That was basically the high from Wednesday before we dumped all the way back down. So this day, we were way up. This was just Wednesday going into Tuesday. Why is it? Okay, this is Tuesday. So this is Tuesday. Or either Tuesday or in the Wednesday. I don't know. It's kind of weird looking at down there. So it's like we had the big push up at the midnight candle. Then the very next morning, we sold all the way back down to retest that midnight opening. So I haven't really been taking trades off that. We've been just kind of watching and just see how often it repeats itself. But every day it repeats itself. So we sold off during the London session. Look, here's the AM opening. What did we do? We went right back to the midnight opening again. So it's definitely a nice thing to kind of watch to look for possible targets. Oh, you're talking about, yeah, those are the sessions of the, that's because I had them all squished together. Those are the highs and lows from the different trading sessions full. This is what it looks like when it's not too squished together. So what it does, it marks out the lunchtime session, the PM session, the Asia session. And so this indicator is just called ICT kill zones with pivots. So it's just levels that I look to run whenever we're looking for targets. And the boxes that you're looking at full, those just represent higher time frames. So right now, more likely we're going to run this 4-hour high. So this is your 4-hour high candle here sitting up at the 25,000s. Thank you, Fool. Thanks for hanging out. Good luck the rest of the day if you're trading. I got multiple charts open. I keep hearing too much background noise here. I like the longs here if we stay above 900s. No, usually most of my what I look for support and resistance use Fibonacci and highs and lows of higher time frames and like previous day close. So I like trading higher time frames. That's what all these boxes are here. So all these boxes represent a higher time frame. So for longs, if we do the longs, we're going to be looking to probably run it up to 480, which would be your 4-hour candle here. But this could be the top here. If you pull fib on this whole leg, I bet you that's the kind of like the what is it, like that 70-80% pullback, kind of back into the golden pocket there. So then if you can't hold the 900s, I'd be short bias. But everybody just kind of, most people just do their own. It varies. I don't have a certain time. Like I said, we use targets. So it depends on what we're targeting. If we're targeting the higher of a 4-hour candle, we'll try to hold it as long as possible. Because with prop firm accounts, most of their accounts are trailing drawdowns. So you can't let it go up 80 points and come back and stop you out, because that's just as bad as a loss. So a lot of times I'll have to trail it up depending on the price action. And it also depends on the day. Yesterday was kind of like a 10-point day, 10 to 20 points, because we were whipping so bad. So to me, every day is a little bit different. I think, I just adjust to what's going on in the market. Necessarily, I show up every day, doing the same thing every single day. So I just trade specifically what's going on in the market. Yeah, I'll do that in a minute. The only thing I feel like I need to get another one of those W9 forms. I've been trying to get one for trade day, and I swear I found one, but I can't find one to sign. I don't even know where my old one's at. I was looking for it and I just can't find it. So. So if you're just getting here, guys, we finally broke over that $3,600 to request $1,000 with Bulanox. So as soon as we get off here, we'll go in and request that, because you have to request their stuff by Friday. So I'm pretty, and I got to find that W9 form that I have. So no big hurries today, guys. I feel like we met our goals for the day. We've been grinding that count all week long, trying to get it to pay out. So like I said, I think the rest of the day is just going to be an eval day. And we're not going to probably take any more funded trades today. And just be happy with that one funded trade. Yeah, it's been so long since I've seen that W9 form, man. That's like, it could even be on my other piece. Man, I don't remember. Let's see here. I wonder if I just type in W9 in the shirt search on my folders. Excuse me. No. So here we go. Well. Oh, I found it. Okay, never mind. We're good. We found it. Just type in W9 in the folders. Okay, well, I'll do that before we head out today. You not? Oh, you can't, man. You can't do electronic signature. Aw, that's dirty. Oh, you can electron. Yeah, I already have it signed and everything. I found the one that I've used in the past, methodical. So it's already electronically signed. Yep. So it's good. I misunderstood what you were saying. I guess I missed the Caints. if you can't sign the, okay. Yep, we're good. So we're kind of forming a nice little bull flag here. For anybody that likes to trade breakouts, if this breaks back out to the top here. I mean, it would almost need to get back above the 800 level. Let me make sure I'm on the right account. We don't want to do nothing stupid. All right, right account. That's a crazy green run. All right, so we've only taken basically one trade here at the opening, and it was off of this candle. So, like I said, usually if you see me pulling fib, so this morning we kind of had that nice wick down. This is probably one of my favorite setups. Oh, you think the shorts are about to pay? Yeah, I'm just waiting to see what happens here. I mean, we're kind of creating a nice little bull flag here. We'll see who wins the battle. We're also about to be at the top of the hour. So usually you get a nice move here at the top, 10 o'clock. Oh no, I don't think none of us can be wrong. I know when looking at the market, man, everybody sees it totally different. That's just what I see. I just see the flag. Yeah. There's no guarantees that it goes back up. It would have to get back above that 900 level. I wouldn't take it unless it got back above 900. I'm not sure if we have any more news this morning. We're about to have this hourly candle here. So we're about to get a new 4-hour candle. We're about to get a new hourly candle. So 9 o'clock's usually a nice time to get a pop. And I'm just going to be trading evals from here on out, guys. Oh, what was that? That was weird. What? What was that? Was there news at 9 o'clock? What the crap? That was insane. Oh, I was like, what was that? What? Oh, that was so dirty. Oh my goodness. Man. try to break my eval. I can't believe it's man. Come on, that's just dirty. I thought we were done kind of with the news. Congrats if you're able to stay in that. Son of a bee. That what the hell? That I got done dirty there, guys. That was so dirty. I'm like looking for this nice long. We got the trend line, we got the bear flag, and I didn't think about there being news at 9 o'clock. Oh, come on. Dirty, dirty, dirty. At least it was an eval and not a funded account, so dang. Boner candle to the upside. Man, where were you at, Methodical Man? Why don't you say Huss? We got news. Don't get in the wait. wait for the dirty wick to get you. Or so it don't get you. I know, I think I have you muted. I'm sorry. I had too many opening tabs. I was trying to figure out where the sounds were coming from. Yeah, that was a pretty looking 2 candle 5-minute bull flag, guys. We will take that all day. Unfortunately, I didn't think about the news because I had Methodical Man muted, so we didn't hear the news play there. Man, this thing just freaking pulled back all the way 100 points, guys. Man, this is the kind of price action this is the type of price action we had last Friday where it was just wrecking people. Ooh. This is why a lot of times I don't jump in on these 5-minute candles, guys, just because of this type of stuff right here that happens. Man, this thing's just being wild. Whew. Dude, you're up $3,200 already, fish lips. Nice. All right, new 5-minute candle here. Wow, that was a pretty insane retracement. What was that? 200 points back down? Whew. Service, it looks like both of us got to be right, man. Straight up 100 points and back down 200 points. Holy goodness, man. Insane. Dude, this is definitely having some Friday feel. Remember last Friday, man? This price action was insane. It was just whipping so hard, so fast, like 100 points that you just get wrecked so quick. What's up, man? How are you doing today? We're just kind of sitting here waiting at the moment, guys. So we got taken out of our taken out of position a while ago. I don't know. Did we get the pullback here? Get that 75 pullback? Or the 90 hit there? Or whole number, I guess? Nope. Dude, this thing's just on a mission. We're good so far. We got stopped out a while ago for a few points. We're in the red, $60 on our eval. I guess I didn't realize we were having news at 10 o'clock. I knew we had news at the 9:45, but I just didn't realize that we were having news. We did get to our Bewley payout today, so we're going to request a $1,000 payout in a little for Bewleynox. $150-point wig. Oh my goodness, guys. This is just insane. Freaking A. This is just nuts. Two micros was down 600ish. Bought another TCA spot. Now somehow I'm upset. Dude, we're whipping so fast right now, dude. It's just it's just you can't even like we're just going we're just all over the place. It's so it's like we're down, we're up, we're down, we're up. Like it just feels like that. It's like it's whipping like 50 to 100 points, man. Oh my goodness. Man. Whew. The longs are on a roll right now, guys. Where did we? That was the 500. Oh, I missed that entry. We had a long entry there. The Rico saved the day, guys. The Rico saved the day. So what was that, the 25? So let's see if we get the pullback, then look for another long here. I figured we'd get to those previous day. The previous day high up there at 54. Here, you kind of want to see the 90s to 500s hold, or 25,000, or even 75 at the least. We lose 67, then we won't be able to set our entry up. Trying to be right around that whole number. Like I said, if we lose the 67s, it's going to be a no entry. We're still kind of holding. Let's see. 67 held. Now this could just be a pullback, so be careful at the 500 level. Yeah. Trying to stay just right below that 75. If we lose 67, it's going back down. Lost to 67. If you're new here, guys, we're also just trading 3 micros. And we're on an eval. We're already done with our funded today. The funded was the very first trade that we took early this morning. That's really the only setup that I really look for on the fundeds. Whenever we're trading evals, we're just kind of just trading between levels and off of whole numbers. All right, now I have to be patient again, wait and see if once everything kind of rolls over on my charts over here. All right, let me... $25. Is there anybody trapped in a position right now? We're going to wait to see what happens at the 900 here. Like I said, that's back to that midnight candle. You're always trapped in a position, Ray. Dude, they're in the New York session when the market's moving like this. I'd rather just take my loss than hold a position. Current day mid. Looks like we possibly going back down to the 50s. Wait and see if we're waiting for the next pullback over here. Because there's 75. So more likely we're going back down to the previous day close. Kind of would like to see another push up to retest the 900s here. If we can't get the push back up to 900, it kind of takes away our short. Then you need the 900 to hold. Then if we know it doesn't hold, we know to stay out of it here. Wow, insane rip that was. Dude, this thing is just going back and forth. It's just whipping back and forth. I can imagine what it looks like on some of the lower time frames if someone's trying to trade the 1 minute on this stuff. It has to look insane. I can imagine what your charts look like, Fish Lips, trying to trade this on the freaking 15 seconds. Just not really a lot to do here, guys. Just kind of just sitting here being patient. Did get a long entry on my Rico candles here. But it's whipping. So when it starts whipping, see, only 150 eval and killing it. Nice. Dude, it makes these entries so much harder when we're just whipping like this so fast that it's so easy to be on the wrong side of one of these 100-point rips that it would just wreck your day so quick. I mean, look, we went from 50, almost 120 points, just crazy. Looking for the 50s to hold here, so that would have been the 25,000. So you're looking for like a pullback down to like the 50s. So we'll do 20 points just right above the 75. This way, if it hits the 50, comes back, hit the 75, and bounces back down. So since we've already kind of made that. So we're looking for 61 to 50 to hold here. We're just in 3 micros eval, then looking for the current day high up there at, was that 54? Remember, guys, this thing is just ripping, so we could get our face ripped off. We're in this trade with 3 micros at the moment. Yeah, but we're kind of running into some resistance up here. I was looking to run those previous day highs up here at 25,050. But the whipsaw has just been so insane. Sorry. Remember, this thing could sell back down another 100 points off of this 25 level. So we got to get through the 25s here if we want to continue higher here. Yeah, we got long at 77. Runner may get stopped out, guys. Like I said, it's just whipping so hard today. Be careful jumping in longs at the top of these 5-minute candles. We're targeting the previous day high up there. How much time we got left on our candle? I think we got plenty of time to get up there before it closes. Oh, yeah, dude, we got 2 minutes left on this 5-minute candle. I don't see how we don't hit it. I may even do 47 since we got long at 77. It's these big nasty wicks, man, that are just that are getting people. And so this could easily go back down to 971. So 97s has got to hold. If 97 doesn't hold, we're going back down. Oh, we did a little wick. That was the first hit. So we did get a hit. We got a hit on that 97. All right, we're getting another possible long entry here. So let's see if it'll stay here. You need to see our next Rico candle print here at the 25. So we just got the print. Dude, come on. This is why I always say never jump in on new 5-minute candles. If you're going to jump in on 5-minute candles, you got to do it shortly after it prints, guys. If you're trading 5-minute candles. Because, I mean, that's a 40-point retraction on that candle. Up. Oh, it's so there. It's so close. Oof. Well, we had our stop loss just in the right area. We need to see a print out of this freaking candle here. No, don't come back there. Oh, no. If this candle prints on my Rico charts, we're stopped out. It's trying to. And we're going to probably get it pushed back to the 75 or 80s. Oh, all right. Runner got stopped out. Ah, come on. All right, here's our next level. Let's see if this holds here. If the 80 holds, if we get another long, we can look for another long here. Need to see a print of this next candle. Ooh, we're going to get smoked. Shit, we're making lower highs. God dang it. That was our last defense was 80. So we lose 80, it's going back even deeper. All right, first target hit. So our 80 did hold. We'll go back and target those 50 levels again. Come on, 5 minutes. We're looking for the 50 touch. So got two different longs there. See if we get up there. Holy crap, man. That place has just been a straight straight wall. Oh my goodness. Come on. These nasty wicks, man, I swear. We got to have 10 hold up. 10's the line in the sand here. Sorry. I was trying to make sure I see that 10. Oh, damn it. We lost the 10. Oh, our runners are just getting trashed. We're getting that first quick 10. We're just not getting the money off the runners. And man, that's just the way it is when the market's just whipping like this. All right, so now you're looking for a pullback to what, 93, 90 area. So you kind of want to see that area hold. All right, we probably won't take the next long if we do get a setup for a long because we've already taken it twice. And right now we just keep getting whipped out of that area. So I know eventually if I keep doing it over and over, you're just going to end up taking a big loss. So I figured 2 times was more than enough. I mean, it's still paying. It's not like it's not paying good points if you're taking your profit. It's just I was just looking for a certain target, and that was that previous day high up there. What's up, Outer? How are you doing? It almost feels like last Friday, Outer, where you're saying that you get 10 points on a 30-point stop loss. That's what it feels like. You shorted the 20,000 25s. Man, there was no reason not to short up there. We just been just insane pullbacks. Oh, you did not trade the NQ. What did you trade today? The gold? Or the ES? We're up 120 on the funded and 363 on the eval. So we're still green. We've taken little small losses here and there, but we've taken quite a few winners also. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Is there anybody in a position right now besides Fish Lips? Man, this thing could be going back down again. Another short signal. I wasn't sure what would happen here at the previous day open at the 40s. Yeah, because we haven't pulled back into our 15 minutes. I mean, we could easily pull all the way back into this 15-minute range. And that's the 75. Let's see if this holds. We want it. Don't really want to see a printed candle. Dude, look at that 50 bounce. Insane. The 1 hour candle. Oh, you're talking about the initial balance candle, that first, whatever you want to call it, the shoot, we hit the 50 right on the nose. I was trying to get short 10 minutes before. I was off my entry by a point. Always trying to make sure I'm 10 points away from the whole number. And damn it, we hit there right at the. That's why this is why what I couldn't get it down in time. Okay, wasn't sure. It could reject here off the previous day close. So be aware of that. Our previous day open, I'm sorry. $25. I would anticipate a pull back up to the 50 here. Or do we just blast the levels? Nice fish lips. We're at the whole number, so we could start pushing back up. So I got to try to at least take some points out of this. Because we could go all the way back up from here. Really need to see the 25 hold here. If we start losing that 25, it's going to be kind of iffy. And I'm sitting right on the line where it could go back to, is that 44 area. Don't want to see this, don't want to see the Rico candle print here. Oh, damn it, we just printed. There's the last line of the defense. Nope. All right, let's see if we get another sell here. We start breaking the 40s. Still looking for shorts. It's just going to happen so fast. Oh, don't bounce at the 25 on me. Stop loss needs to be way up here, but I just can't have that big of a stop loss. We'll just play the top of this 5-minute candle here. Ah, shit. That's about the reverse. Oh, that knocked us back down to, what, 272? Like I said, guys, I am being a little aggressive on my eval. So we still got to make another $1,000 in this eval. We're up $2,000. So these entries are very iffy to follow. I don't recommend following them. We're just looking for breakout entries on the, what do you want to call it? The Rico candles. And I can always not trade these on the stream if you guys don't care to see those, just because they're such pretty wild, risky trades. Let's see if we get the print here. Hit that 25,000 here. That was very, very risky. Just trying to see if it'll at least touch the 25,000. All right. I have to go to break even kind of fast because we're still in 5 contracts. Okay. I still like the longs back above the 25,000s here. So what it is, we're taking longs. If you're new here, we're taking longs off of Rico candles. So they're just, what do you want to call it? They're just mechanical trades. So if I get an entry, I just enter. And usually we just trade those on the evals. All right, so we did finally break the 25,000. I just didn't want to risk, so we want to break even fairly quick. Let's see if we hit this 10 level, kind of have a pullback, then maybe we can re-long this 25. You just got to be careful. We done tried this long multiple times up here around that, up in the previous day high up here. Looking for kind of like a little wick down back below the whole number here. I might not get an opportunity here. Nope. Oh, new 5-minute candle. Here we go. I want to see this area hold here. You want to see 80s hold. And you want to see us blast of 25,000s here. 80 is kind of the line in the sand to 70. If we lose the 70, it's going back down. Oh, nope, we lost it. All right. No more validated trade. Oh, man. Usually whenever all these lines are start crossing, this entry's very iffy. What was that, a 50 touch? Oh, it was. I just don't know if we're making lower highs here, so. See if we can hit that 10 level real quick. All right. It's really hard for me to call out these trades, guys, because they're happening so fast, and I know there's that delay on YouTube, so it's like 5 or 6 seconds. So time I enter and you see them, I'm already hitting my first target and at break even on my runner. Let me scale down some because, like I said, we're trading freaking 15 contracts on this eval. This was the same account that we were being aggressive with yesterday, if you were here. And this is the one I'm like saying, hey, do not follow. Just because I am taking big winners, but I'm also taking losers too. So you kind of have to take the good with the bad. Because I'm not going to hold the drawdowns. So that was another pullback into the 21. So I was trying to reset up my ATM strategy to. So we were downsizing a little bit. We went back down to 3 micros. So we still need like $700 more to pass this. So we're up 636 at the moment. I don't think we'll get it before we have to get off the stream though, because I have to leave a little bit early because I have to go to the wife's work today. Most all these aggressive entries you see me guys taking are straight Rico candles. So long here. So this is why we're keep hitting those. Keep hitting those quick 10-point trades. And just make sure all of your stuff is lined up, going in the right direction. So, oh, there's the 50, guys. We tried so many times to get that freaking 50. Oh, come on. That was like a 100-point rip back to 950, straight up to 25,050. It is some crazy, crazy price action today, guys. You want to hit those 10 points and be almost at break even at a blink of an eye. It's like hit 10 points, break even. Well, those last ones I was in 15, server. I'm back down to 3 now. This way we can protect our profit. So that's the reason why we're up $600. I was those last couple trades. I was in 15 micros. Ooh, did we just print above the freaking previous day high? Might get a nice runner here. I may even just jump in pre-market and see if that area holds. See if it holds. It could pull back here. This is just it may hold. If we lose the previous day high, it's going back down like 50, 60 points. But if it holds, we should get a nice push. So this is just kind of a premature trade here. So, yep. Oh, wick right back below it. We're looking for that previous day. Okay. If you can't hold that previous day high, a lot of times you'll get like a really big move back to the downside. I didn't see, there's no way for me to jump back in that. So that would be what, 50 to 75. So maybe we can still get the push back above that previous day high. But I know a lot of times if we can't conquer that level, you'll end up selling back down like 25 to 75 points. So that took us back down to 564. Like I said, these eval trades are definitely tough to follow, guys, because of the YouTube delay. Uh-oh. Might get another print here. All right. Let's see if it holds. Quick 10 points. Oh, man, this thing's just can't break it. Okay, we won't try that again. We tried it twice, and so I try not to try things more than twice when it comes to those levels. So we're just going to stay away from it. Did I hit the, oh, we hit the 75. That's what it was. We hit the 75 on that push there and pop all the way back down to 50. Oh, come on, dirty methodical man. Are you still streaming, methodical? I don't know. I thought I hit your live a while ago, but I don't know if it oh yeah, you're still in there. There you are. I only got probably till 11:15 today, guys. I have to run an errand before work today. Oh, there's the push up. It just did not want me to have it, guys. Yeah, I wanted to long off that previous day high, but I just didn't want to risk all my profit because I know that we could get a big push back down. Nice. Nice if you're able to stay in it. But I wasn't going to try it a third time, TD. I gave it two times to break out above the previous day high, and unfortunately it was the third time, and so we missed it. So 50 points already up off the previous day high. And most of the time you will get like a quick like 40 to 50 points off that previous day high, either to the upside or downside. Oh, and it's the macro time, Outer. Heck yeah. Methodical man, how late can you request that payout with Bulanox? I mean, because don't you have to wait for the Ripnik to update? Well, when I went over there and hit the request, it didn't give me the options. Oh, okay. I'll go back over and look again. Hmm. Unless they changed it. Well, if I hit the payout request and I click on the account that we pass, it just doesn't. It just says that I don't have enough funds to withdraw from the master accounts. Please check your account for safety reserve. So I didn't know if you had to wait till the end of the day at that 4 o'clock. Okay, if I got till midnight, yeah. Okay, I'll just do it this evening when I get home then, when they update the accounts. There she goes. Oh, and we got a retest of the freaking previous day close. Man, I missed it. I was looking at something else, guys. Look at that. And we got the buy signal. Look at there. Let me show you. That was Purdy right there. Look at that push up to the whole number, pull back to the previous day high. You get long around that 75 area. Bam, bam. We missed it. Wasn't paying attention. It swept all the liquidity for long. Oh, goodness. How's everybody else's trading going today? Is everybody at least green? Were you able to at least find a couple winners? Or if you did take a loser, hopefully it wasn't too bad. We did take a couple losers on our eval, but that was the one that I was telling you guys that we were trading aggressive. And I try to let you guys know that. So look at this rip off the previous daddy. If you're looking for a nice level to long, this nice indicator, man, that prints these out. I mean, we're already up what almost 80 points. It just didn't want the market just didn't want me to have it. They're like, you've had enough, Husk. Put it away for the day. Enjoy the weekend. What about you, Fish Lips? You still slinging it since you're already up 4,000? Fish Lips like, yep, we're still slinging it. Oh, goodness. Surely there's a funny short video in the Discord for that. Oh, my goodness. I'm just glad I wasn't the people on the roller coaster where you're like, wee, and just wrecked. Because last Friday was insane. You know, everybody's gonna get on TikTok today, like, man, I lost my account today because we've been swinging like 100 points. The swing has been insane today. So when the swinging is like this, guys, I will take my stop loss in a heartbeat. I'd rather just be out a flat amount than to hold that crap. Because I've done that before where you're thinking, oh, maybe it'll just pull back a little bit. Then before you know it, you're down 100 points and your account is wrecked. A lot of volatility. It has been like this since last non-farm payroll, TD. Non-farm payroll and those CPI numbers, man, the volatility has been insane. Now, yeah, yesterday's price action was probably the hardest that I've seen it, where we were just consolidating for like 2 straight hours. I think we only made like $60 on our funded account yesterday, Outer, because I tried the one trade. Actually, we took two. The first one was a break even, and the second one we made $60. And I was like, okay, that's it. We just put it away for the rest of the day. And this one is just pretty much the way we traded the opening this morning, is just the classic way that we traded. This is probably one of my favorite setups with the opening trade. So it's basically where you're watching your 15-minute candle. So you're looking for the swing down. So we broke the previously hourly candle, which is right there. Then I like it when we push back out the top, and right there where the 5-minute candle was about to end, pull fib on this. And we only had about a 10% pullback on this morning and get long once I saw that wick form. That's where I think we got 120 off of that trade there with 3 micros. But that's all I was looking for. I was looking for a quick 10 points and for my runner to hit 30. So we hit 30 points on that trade this morning for the funded account. So, and that's been the only funded trade today. The rest of the day that you've been seeing me kind of over trade has been eval only. Heck yeah, server, knocking it out. I'm probably going to just leave mine here. I don't know if I'm going to take any more entries. We're up 577 today, so I tried to get some more money on my elusive today. We made $40, kind of a pre-market trade. I thought we would get a runner, but we're up $500, so we're about halfway from passing our first. We just started trading elusive last week, and you got to make $12.50 on these 25Ks, so you don't really need to make a lot. So I think if you can just at least make $50 to $100 a day and just have it pass, because it's really hard to over leverage these accounts because you'll just blow it up. I mean, $1,000 drawdown with a micro too. Oh, part of that was from last night's session. I did take a gold trade last night after I got off the stream. So there was a gold setup last night, and we took it for a $50 win. I'm going to start hitting up that methodical man strategy. Dude, fish lips and outer, that what methodical man is doing lately. I've been practicing those. That thing is 23-0. 23 straight wins. No losses. No losses. It is insane. I think I've taken like maybe 4 or 5 of those trades, but most of the time I forget about them. But we got to really start like focusing on those in the evening when we're streaming. Because even if you can just hit 2 or 3 a night on a 25K and you only need to make $1,000, I mean, you can be a payout in like 2 weeks on a elusive account. Thanks for the follow, Oscar. Guys, we're only going to be on here for another 15 minutes. Like I said, I have to run by my wife's work in a little bit. Right now, we're just kind of chopping. There's dangerous price action. You think we grind her to the 188? What's that 188 level, outer? Okay, so we're at the previous day high from what, 2 days ago. So that's kind of what we're hitting now. It's the previous day close from 2 days ago, Methodical Man. Oh goodness. Been uh, okay. Got had to be a little had to be pervert, you know. Yeah, Methodical Man. We're at the previous day high from Tuesday or Wednesday. Yep. Wednesday. So the 16th. Whenever the 16th or 18th was. So what is today? So that'd have been Wednesday's high that we're hitting this wall. You would think we'd get some kind of turn down here since it took us so many tries to get above the last previous day high. Sounds good, TD. Have a good weekend. Yeah, I've only got about 10 more minutes myself, and I have to run a quick errand this morning. So we'll just leave the accounts where they're at. So we'll be at 577 in the eval and 120 in the funded. Oh yeah, definitely. Every weekday. I've been trying to find time to stream on Sunday nights, but man, sometimes it's so hard to be motivated on Sunday night because we stream like on both ends of the day. So usually streaming for like 2 or 3 hours during the New York session, then coming back and streaming 2 or 3 hours at nighttime during the Asia market. So it's definitely tough some nights to find the motivation, especially during those Asia markets where the market's just grinding, and it's just to sit here and just try to find something to talk about or ramble for a few hours. All right. So we got stuck there at that Wednesday's high there. Methodical Man's not listening. So I want to tell Methodical Man that is the Wednesday's high, previous day high from Wednesday. Yeah, I think Sunday nights is usually the best night to trade. If you're looking for good volatility on a trading night, man, those Sunday nights are pretty insane sometimes. And I've noticed this on Sundays too. If you go back and look and do some back testing, usually whatever way, if we open up with a gap to the upside or downside, most of the time that's what direction we'll go in that night. if it's big enough. Or we'll have like a little pullback, then go. Thank you, server. You too, man. Thank you guys for hanging out. Did everybody at least get to finish green today or close to it? Hopefully, if you did trade today, you didn't like blow up your accounts because we had some pretty nice price action. Yeah, we're just gonna hang out till 11:15 fish lips. Then we're gonna call it. Like I said, I have to take the wife something to work, drop something off at work. Then no plans for the weekend. Actually, I think it's supposed to be cold this weekend. Yeah, it's only like 30 outside now, so it went from being like nice 60s and 70s to 30s. But it could be a lot worse. There's some people with worse weather than what we have here. So the weather's not too bad, besides just being chilly. I know that is insane to be mid 80s. Man, you already got to have on the AC. Yeah, it's pretty wild how much the weather is different between Arizona. I mean, Arizona's in the west, so they got the nice dry weather. Then here, here's the humidity is not too bad where I'm at in Arkansas, but the farther you get down south, like even the littlest cold weather will feel colder because of the humidity. So right now, the most cheapest count, if you guys are looking for an all-in account, it's going to be with the Lusa for anybody looking for the cheapest accounts to trade for all-in costs. If you're good at passing funded accounts, at passing evals, but if you're not good at passing evals, I would just stick to the 90% accounts. Because lowest all-in cost and always the best idea for, like I said, if you're just constantly blowing evals. I'd rather spend $15 than I would $50 or $60 than and pay a little bit more on the back end. Man, we could easily get a pullback to those 9 EMAs here. Let's see. Pull fib on this. Is that 50-20 possible? Ooh. Man, you got to be like bundled up all the time in Toronto. Outer, how many years have you lived in Toronto? Over 4. Was there like a what is the Hong Kong weather like? I mean, I know like is that considered like a like just a normal kind of like 4 season weather type place where you just have like just mild winters, your spring, your summer slash fall, or is it like Toronto weather, or kind of like where Fish Lips is talking about? It's winter and it's going to be mid 80s next week. Because I don't think I've ever looked to see what kind of weather Hong Kong has or any other place, because you just don't think about it. But since we're just kind of here thinking about weather, Okay, so it's kind of warmer there right at the moment. Okay, that sounds nice. 70 degrees. That's like my like kind of like roundabout favorite temperature between that 50s to 80s. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Everyone have a wonderful weekend. Um, we just traded one funded today because we only had to make 75. So we finally broke that threshold on Bulanox. So hopefully this evening we'll request $1,000 with Bulanox and wait and see what happens. So everyone have a good weekend. Find my charts.